Hello, everyone. My name is Juan Andres Arias. Today, I'm gonna guide you through my lesson proposal. We are going to take a look at a proposal that I created for a seventh grade class. Now, this unit, as you may have seen, it's Roots and Shoots, Our Green World. The main focus is gardening and taking care of nature. This lesson was designed mainly for a A2.1 level, so basically basic, according to the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. Now, context and framework. Well, so, before I explain the details of my planning, I want to give a little context. In Colombia, the Ministry of National Education has established the foreign language proficiency standards to guide English teaching in schools. These standards are aligned with the CEFR, which classifies language proficiency into six levels from A1, which is the most basic, up to C2, which would be the most advanced, right? Now, for seventh grade students, as we mentioned just a second ago, they are expected to be at a A2.1 level, so basic, which means that students begin to use a simple language to describe familiar topics like nature, daily routines, and their immediate environment as well. This is exactly why I choose gardening as the theme of this unit, since it connects the language learning with the real world topics. And well, students can easily relate to this. Now, why such a name? I know, roots and shoots our green world. It may sound a bit corny, right? But I choose the name as an umbrella phrase. It's a creative and open enough to cover the content, I'm sorry, that we want to teach to the students, right? So, since we are going to include plant vocabulary, gardening actions, and simple present tense without giving everything away at once, just like the example in the thematic module we had, what is for lunch? This title sets a theme without listing every grammar point or word, like overloading information, basically. Now, let's take a look at the goals that the goals that we have, the learning goals. Well, so this unit states that students will be able to identify and name common plants and gardening actions and describe them using simple sentences in English. The specific learning goal is for students to construct simple sentences using gardening vocabulary and the simple present tense to describe plants and the way that you take care of nature, right? Now, learning objectives that we have. Now, let me explain the learning objectives of this unit, which are organized following Bloom's taxonomy. First of all, we are going to begin with the first part, which would be remember, where the goal of this section it's for students to identify and remember, of course, at least 15 vocabulary words related to plants and gardening. Uh, Examples like seed, soil, water, leaf, grow, or sunlight, even. Now, the second level we have it's understand. Here, the idea is for the students to explain in simple sentences what plants need to survive. Basically, a plant need water, a plant need shadow, a plant needs sunlight. Now, the third level is apply. The idea here is for our students to use their vocabulary to describe a real or like they can imagine. It's also something that they can do. It's to imagine a plant, and the idea is for them to describe a daily routine for the plant. It could be either in speaking or writing. That would work in both ways. Now, fourth level, we have analyze, where students will compare two plants, again, either real or not. They will find its similarities and the differences using words such as but, and because. That's the idea. Now, for the fifth level, we have here create where students will design their own plant care guide. The idea is for them to use their own drawings, ideally a digital poster that they can use, and they can show it to their peers and their parents as well. Now, this progression ensures that students move from the basic part all the way to the creative and to the independent language production, which is the idea of us as a teachers of English. Now, let's continue here. Now let's talk about method and approach. So for the teaching approach level, I selected three strategies that complement each other very well. So first, we have the CLIL, uh, and the idea is for this part to have content and language integrated into learning. That means students learn English through science content about plants, biology, basically, basic biology. And language is not thought in isolation, basically, words in the board. That's not the idea. It's connected through real world knowledge, something that they can relate. Second of all, we have project based, where learning ends with a final project, which will be the plant care guide that I spoke before, something that the students can already think from the beginning of the project, or well, the lesson, and well, start activating the creativity in them. Now, the third, it's gamification. Now, here I will use vocabulary, games, plant identification, something like quizzes and challenges to keep students engaged and motivated. Gamification for me is super important in children, since it tends to break the monotony of just theory and the use of the board, right? Now, let's talk about the assessment, how we are going to evaluate everyone. So finally, the evaluation for this unit will be based on the design that will cover every objective that we saw before. Mm, vocabulary use, the written sentence production, reading, and the final part, the plant care guide project with the creative part, right? Also, each criteria will have a clear performance, and everything will be aligned with the A2.1 CFR standard. And the learning of objectives will be established at the beginning of the plan, so everyone will always know what to expect during those times, right? And that would be the end of my lesson. I hope everyone uh, that sees this video um, shows how clear and well structured my plan is. Uh, Also, to the document to this video, I will leave attached the document where you will find the format for a more in-depth explanation about the plan that we have. Thank you so much for joining me here today.